champion steady, don't love on turn. When I step inside, energy goes back. Talking drum stop, say my shine, no that I they dance through fire, leaving my mark. On Shaka, but queen, I they glow like God. All of them care rising, no break, no bend. All of them care rising, no break, no bend. All of them care rising, no break, no bend. All of them care rising, no break, no bend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time, and I welcome you all to Angels Empire. It's so good to see each and every one of you. I'm so excited to be here this evening. How are you all doing? And how is the snowstorm? I hope it's better now. Please let me know if my sound is okay, if you're hearing too much of the fan noise, because the last time I was live, the fan was kind of, and so it wasn't really good. So please let me know if the sound is okay. And also, just when I was about to come live, let me quickly say this, that I'm sorry that I'm coming late. I rescheduled the live from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. again, just because they took the light and I was hoping they were going to bring the light. They didn't bring it, and I decided to turn on the gen. So there is every tendency that you'll be hearing noises, the gen noise, the fan is making noise and all of that. So please bear with me. But if the noise is too much and it's unbearable, let me know. So maybe I will turn off the fan or something to reduce the noise. But if not, please bear with me if it's not too bad. But if it is, like I said, please let me know if the noise is too bad. All right, once again, I greet you all according to your time, and I welcome you all to today's discussion. Please, okay, how is the snowstorm? How is it going? Is it better now? I heard it was just going to be on for a few days, and it's been like over a week since it happened. How is it going? Is it any better? Please let me know. Just know that my thought are with you, praying for you guys all the time, and I love each and every one of you. It's so good. What are you doing, Joy? Please go inside. Excuse me, this is adult discussion. Thank you. And don't spoil that thing, please. Okay, thank you. So it's so good to see you guys. It's so good to be here. Without wasting too much of your time, let's say I saw a video that was made by Amazing. I don't know if you guys know Amazing. She's quite good. She's quite big here, and sometimes she would say her opinion on some certain issues. She will give her own opinion on some certain things that is going on, and sometimes she will do her own thing. I think she trained people on different things, on content creation and all of that. So many things that she does, and I must confess that she's good in her own way. I see Amazing as someone who is intellectually sound. She's intelligent. I love her. She's outspoken, and I love her spoken English, right? She's intelligent. She speaks with wisdom, and I love that about her. Sometimes I'll just see her on my timeline, like this video. It just pops up on my timeline. I think I'm following her, One time I listened to her one time and I liked what she was saying and I followed her. So here and there she would pop up on my timeline and I would see what she's doing. Some I'm interested, some I'm not. If I'm interested in what she's saying, I just listen. If I'm not interested, I just scroll past. So she's doing well. She's quite, I like her. I like her IQ, yeah. So today I bump into one of her videos that she made. But before we go into that, all right, let me quickly speak about some of the, I want to give them a special name. Let's call them some people call them the hyenas, some call them the chihuahuas, some call them the barking dogs, some call them house girls. Like every name that is being given to them suits them well, like, you know. So me, I'm just thinking of a special name that I would give to them. Yeah. Specifically, okay, before, please forgive me, oh, pardon my manners. Sorry. I'm supposed to greet you guys. What's wrong with me? Let's start with the Facebook people. Okay. Caroline, Caroline, my angel, I love you. You know I do. Say, good Queen, God bless you. Hello to my precious princess. Yes, she's right there listening to you. Sherry Rivers, yes, my queen, is so good to see you. I love you, angel. I love you too, Caroline, my beautiful angel. I love you, right? Just know that I love you so much. I love you right back. Thank you so much, my queen. I see you everywhere. God bless you. Hey, Vivi baby. Hold on, guys. So, okay, where was I? Hey, Vivian, my love, thank you so much. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's so good to see you. And yes, Doris, you know, good though. Where you go now? What's happened? Where did you go? I've not seen you in a long time. Is it because of what? You know you are owing me. You can't run away from that too. You cannot run. I will still find you. Shout out to you, my queen. It's so good to see you. And Miko. Hi, Miko. Thank you so much. Shout out. Big shout out to you. Let's go over to YouTube. Lona, I see you. She said, hi, my angel. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Shout out to you. The president, Your Excellency Cheryl. I see you. Okay, okay, who else do I have? Marine Peterson. Hi. So good to see you. Thank you for joining. Mary Jackson, I see you. Thank you for joining. It's so good to see you. Elizabeth, I see you. Shout out to you. Say hello, beautiful angel, and all the beautiful be blessed today. Amen, and amen. Thank you. And she said, greetings, angel. Greetings to you. Thank you so much. I see you again, Vivian, on YouTube. I see you, my queen. Thank you so much. Yes, Jackie 2026 like no other. I see you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Alista, shout out to you, my queen. It's so good to see you. Yes, I will definitely let you know about the fan, Angel, because my hair will blow all over the place and won't be able to see it. Please let me know. How will my fan blow your hair from here? How? You need to explain that. How would the fan get to you from this place? How possible is that? Eh? The president, your excellency. We still have eyes on the road, right? But it's a bit better, yeah? Okay. Yeah, she's okay. Sorry. Sherry, your excellency, sorry now. I said sorry. I said no manners. Sorry. Oh yeah, no verse now. You the verse for your queen, your angel. Sorry. Say now, wow. Vanessa Harris, my beautiful queen. Thank you for joining me. Shout out to you, my queen. Okay. The Go Galuchi say hello when the fireworks goes up the moon. Okay. Oh yeah, hide them now. Hide them, your excellency. Go ahead and hide them. Let's see how you will achieve that. Because you are the president, Abi. Don't try me. Oh. We voted you in. Don't forget. We can unvote you. I did a whole lot of campaign for you. Don't forget that. What if we unvote you? What if I uncampaign the campaign that I've campaigned? What will you do? What are you going to do? Because say I'm one of your supporters. Thank you so much, my queen. God bless you. God bless you. I see you all. See, don't ever think that I see everybody. Like when I say I see everybody everywhere, wherever it is, I see you all. Okay, the time will come when we will sit down and we'll sit down and talk. We'll sit down and call out names. We'll sit down and celebrate. Like, don't worry. That time shall come. I see you. Thank you so much, my queen. Thank you. Okay. Ever love, ever love. Ever love. I see you. I see you. I see you, my queen. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. The president can't travel and take your fan. Come and take it now. See, travel, come and take it. You replace it with AC. It's easy. AC is not noisy. All you have to do is carry the fan and just install AC for me. I'll be happy. Come now and see what will happen. If I see you, Cheryl, if I see you, what I will do to you, you will not believe. Come, I'm waiting for you. Come on. On my show, I see you, my queen. Shout out to you. Say good evening, beautiful, and everyone. Good evening to you, my queen. Thank you so much for joining. I didn't ask for president, madam. Okay, you didn't ask for it, but now you are enjoying it. You know what you don't ask for sometimes is sweeter than when you ask for it. So you didn't ask for it, and we voted. And we gave it to you, but how sweet is it? Be honest now, Cheryl. Just be honest for once. Are you not enjoying it? We can unvote you. Trust me. So stop this blackmail. It's not gonna work. No damage control. I will give you an AI fan. I don't want an AI fan. I want AC. That will be chilling. You know, that will be chilling, chiller than the ice. No, I don't want that one. I don't want the ice. I just want my AC to cool me off, you know. Sometimes I'll just open my vehicles and I'll have nice air, you know, from the AC. That's what I want. Bring it on. Come here, Cheryl. I will show you. You will see what I will do. Just come. Let me show you Shege Banza. Come now. Much love, angels. Always looking gorgeous. Thank you so much, Omashu. I appreciate that. Elizabeth, say hello, Angel, and everyone. Hello, 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 everybody, everybody. Right now, I think okay. Sonia, I see you. My goodness, Sonia Spencer. I think, have I seen you lately? I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much for joining. It's so good to see you. Nicole said, I support what's right, and that was unlawful what was done to you. Justice will be served. Amen. 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 And amen. Thank you so much, my queen. Thank you so much. God bless you all. I see you all, the support all the way. I see there is no one that I don't see. Nobody, even a like, just a like, love and like, those signs, I see them. There is nothing that escaped me. I see everybody. God bless you all. Don't do blackmail. White. Sherry, leave me alone now, please. Just leave me. So you don't do blackmail. What you do is whitemail. Bring it all on. All of them. If you like, do blue. You can even do pink or do purple. All. Bring it. I'm here for you. Lucy. Hi, Lucy, my queen. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much. So, I want to quickly talk about those non-entities. I mean, one of them, the one that is trending, one of them is trending for the wrong reasons. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Sorry, guys, I'm back. So, one of them is just pretending she has lost her way. She's neither here nor there. This parable they make, they will say, if you don't know where you're going, at least you know where you're coming from. This one is lost. She doesn't even know where she's going, neither does she even know where she's coming from. She's just dangling in the middle. She doesn't even know which way to turn at this point. So the best thing to do is to continue to pretend. The best thing to do is to continue to pretend. And there's this word that they always use. They will say slow boss. I really cannot understand that slow boss, that particular word that they use. Because when you look at them, if there's anything that is worse than slow, is what I would describe, is what I would describe them as. The sluggish, the most slowest humans I've ever come across in my life. Like I always say that when I look at them, I just cannot understand the reason behind the slavery. I can't understand the reason behind the slavery, because even the people that are introduced, let me use celebrity for example. When a celebrity introduces you, There are some celebrities, when they introduce you on the street of social media, you just see people rushing you for no reason. Even if they don't enjoy, even if they don't like what you do, you would just see followers. For example, let me use this our man in Nigeria as an example. We call him Tunde Ednut. Tunde Ednut carries some sort of grace. If Tunde Ednut posts you on his page, 24 hours, you will see the difference. You will see support, you will see followers, you will see like people will rush you. It will make, just by posting you or maybe sharing a snippet of your post, a snippet of your video or something, it will make a whole lot of difference on your platforms, most especially on Instagram. Yeah. But there are some people, even if they introduce you, it still will not make difference. We've seen people that were personally introduced, people that were trying to be friends, people that they make friends with. It still doesn't make much difference in their lives, on the streets of social media, on their pages. Just check out the people that some failures of people have introduced on the street of social media, as friends, as families. Maybe family, they do well, but you see those ones that come to attach themselves for what they are going to gain, to gain followers, visibility. Like, so far so good. Just name one person that have achieved, that have been able to build their pages, that have been able to have something tangible. So hold on, guys, sorry. Yeah, so nothing tangible to show for it. Not to talk of you, who is doing it behind your camera in the dark. You can't show your face. There's nothing about you that is so important. You can't even be introduced. They cannot come out and say, oh, and name you so that people, so you can benefit something. You will have to struggle for it by yourself, by denting your own self, by speaking against the truth, by going against the truth, by being a slave, by being a pauper, like a pauper that you are. There is nothing to benefit for somebody like you. If you were to be people from this end, if you were to be people from Africa, because of the level of poverty in Africa, that would stoop so low to be doing all of the things you're doing, then I personally might have a little bit of understanding to say, okay, these persons are just fighting for themselves. They want to make a little bit on social media. They're looking for social media money and all of that. I can understand. But in your level, you claim to be doing well. You claim to be a house owner. You claim to be financially doing okay and all of that. And yet, you chose to be a slave. And then some of them will have the nerves to look at me and they will look at me and, they will try. Because they always try. They can only try. They cannot, you can't touch me, man. Your words carries no weight where I am. Like, they will try everything they can to broke shame me, calling me a poor girl, calling me a ghetto girl, trying to broke shame me. And you who is not broke, you are there licking nyashes. And you're not broke. Me, who you see, who seems to be broke, who you call broke, who you broke shame, who you call poor, I'm standing on my truth regardless of anything. If you were to be for the majority, if you're to follow if I am to follow the majority, looking for validation, looking for favors, looking for money online, I would have been doing the nonsense, and trust me, if I decide to do that, if I were to be doing that, I can't do that. I can't even see myself doing that. But if I were to be doing what you do, I will thrive more than you do. I will thrive better. I will do better. It's not like we don't know all of these things. I know if I want to build my page by doing nonsense, I know what to do. There are so many people out there that does nonsense. And trust me, nonsense sells better and faster. We all know these things. Take for example, there's a lady online now. This lady is doing, I can't believe what she's doing, and Facebook is allowing it. This girl will turn on her camera, she will do a video, and she will open her kwekus for like few seconds and close it back. I don't know if you guys have come across this girl. When I say when she opens her kwekus, it's not like she's wearing not even jeans string, not even a rope in between her legs. She would open her kwekus. You can even see in between that little clip in between. You can see it. She will open it for a few seconds and close it back. Just that act alone, this girl, I can't even, the last time I saw her, I can't remember how many followers. Like, there was one particular video she made, she got more than 100 million views on one video, just because she opens her kwekus. She's on Facebook, she will open it. When I say open, it's not like she just, you cover, maybe you use your hands or you use your fingers, and these things you see some ladies do, they will kind of cover themselves a little bit. This one will open it. Wow, like she will open it completely. You want to see the way people are rushing to watch. Everybody wants to see. So nonsense, this thing sells better, it sells faster than you trying to be a good person, or you trying to be to showcase morality. Morality don't sell online. The immorality sells better than morality. Everyone knows that. I know that. So if it were to be because I've heard many of them say because of coins, because of dollars that you get, because of that's why you're doing. If it were to be because of the dollar, I might be doing what some of you are doing right now. I am fully aware of that, and I know how to do it if I want to do it. But guess what? I will not do it. It goes against my moral standard. It goes against everything that I stand for. Completely. And I won't do it I won't do it for diamonds. That's the difference. So the question is, some of these house girls, most especially, keeping it delusional. Keeping it delusional. Your friend testified, and she said, you are a homeowner, you own your own home, you're doing well financially. So why did you choose, with your level, with your achievements, why did you choose to be a slave? I cannot understand it. That's why I said, those that are doing it for money, in fact, it's even better to have a reason why you do those things. Like, okay, you need money and you want to make some money online, and you feel, okay, let me go with the majority so I can build my page faster and make more money. But I don't understand, what are your reasons for being stupid? And that's why when someone said, oh, she's got money, she's this, she's that, I'm like, no, this person still wants to make money online. Probably she's trying to build her page for future. Probably when she retires, she will have some some sort of place where she makes some sort of money from, and all of that stuff. Because the moment she makes her posts, go to the comment section, you will see right there, pop and plain, she will put it there, subscribe. And everyone knows that on Facebook, subscription means money. You pay to subscribe to people's channel, yeah? On Facebook, even on YouTube, if you want to subscribe to my channel now, you want to have a special badge, you will pay for it. So why advertise that if you don't want to make money? Why even monetize your page in the first place? Why do you have stars? Why do you monetize your page if you don't want to make money from it? Oh, this phone has locked again. 1 second, guys. I need to 1 second. Okay, let me quickly read out something. Let me quickly read out something. One second, guys. Oh my God. Okay, now guys, this is what I'm going to do. Please, those on Facebook, please join me on YouTube. I just have to use the other. I'm trying to use one phone there, and that phone is just not working for me. So I'll have to use this one with the one I'm on Facebook with to analyze what I want to analyze. So I'll have to go off on Facebook. I'm so sorry. Maxine said the guy. I saw it. Very disgusting. Maybe she's not stable. Yeah, okay, you saw that too, right? It's crazy. It's really crazy. Maxine said the guy them love crazy thing sells. Doris, I don't think she's unstable. It's an intentional thing. The things people do online now is like, oh my God, it's mad. Just to be able to, getting followers these days is not really that easy. You have to do so much. Sometimes you have to do so much for you to be able to gather the followers that can give you the amount of money. When you look at, okay, now let me quickly explain this. Let me quickly just address monetization in Nigeria. I've said this before. You see, this monetization in Nigeria is a scam. It's a big scam. They don't pay. Like, as far as I am concerned, Nigerians don't get paid, because the streaming, the amount of money you make with your stream is very low. Unless you get millions and millions of views, that's when you can make something. For example, I have a video that had about 12,000 views, for example, and I didn't even make up to $1 on a 12,000 views. So tell me, how many views will I get for me to be able to make up $100? It has to be so much. It has to be millions of views. You understand? So they will do anything. Some people, some ladies will do just about anything for them to be. You see some of them going mad. You see husband and wife wearing pants and so many crazy things. So many. So I don't think she's unstable. I believe she's fine. It's an intentional thing. She's doing it intentionally and she's getting the views. She's getting the attention that she needs. That's just it. She removed her shame and she decided to just do what she has to do. I will never make money on Facebook because you have to act like I'm telling you, Maxine, that's just this basic. That's just what it is. Unless maybe you do something and you blow. There's something we call blow. Say you don't blow in Nigeria. You do something just happened to you and then you go viral. Aha! Then. But if not, those who are making money on social media are those with millions of followers and views. If you are getting the views, you will make, because every cent you put it together times millions of whatever views you get, then it is something. It makes up to something, you know. But for those who are getting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views, it's nothing. It's zero as far as I am concerned. It doesn't. On my Facebook, like I haven't even made, like my Facebook is not even money. They've even removed the monetization. I think they got tired because it was cents that I was seeing, and I've never made $1 on Facebook. And they'll be like, we are monetized. Nigeria is monetized. That monetization in Nigeria is scam. So that's why you see them going out of their way to do anything to be able to get the followers and get the views. Basically, that is it. So please join me on YouTube so I can use this this phone to analyze. I love you all. I will go to work. Okay, Maxine, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much, all of you on Facebook. Until I come again, please enjoy the rest of your day, or you join me on YouTube. Bye. I love you. Bye. Okay, now we're back to YouTube. So let me go and do the needful and use my phone to analyze. I have one phone that I was trying to use and it's not giving me what I need. So I'll use this one. Okay. So keeping it delusional. You said you want to be neutral, and yet you are still very much concerned about that angel. You are still so concerned about that angel. Why is that? Why are you so concerned about me? I just quickly want to read out something very small about her. I don't have her time. I want to talk about I'm amazing. And then we'll go to oh my goodness, where are you? Sorry guys, I have too many WhatsApp that sometimes I get, it's just all mixed up. Okay, let me go to Facebook. Okay, now I found it. Sorry for keeping you guys waiting. I found it now. Okay, so here is what she wrote. She said, at the end of the day, neither JD nor his ex gives two shits about fans on social media. They are navigating their lives and co-parenting how they choose, and will collect whatever they can and keep moving. Rest assured, neither of them will be there for any of you should your backs get against the wall. Ask Dark Angel. So, why do you have to use me for such an example? Why didn't you use your friend, your colleague, Janice Brown? Why not ask Janice Brown? How far? How far? At least, whatever it is that you are trying to say here has never disgraced me. I don't even want to talk too much. I don't want to say things. Now, my case and see, I don't want you guys, like, you shouldn't be comparing me. You should not put us, the truth tellers, on the same. We're not on the same category. We're not on the same pedestal. We don't blend. We can't never blend. Darkness and light have nothing to do together. We're not the same. So why didn't you use someone who has been disgraced many times, who has been fed with shit many times? If you were to be the opposition that has fed her, I will understand. But the same people that are supposed to rob you, and even if they cannot rub your face, they shouldn't disgrace you. Even if they can't acknowledge you, they cannot tell you thank you, at least you should not disgrace them. But same person, same people give you her the most disgrace. Oh my God. So she should be the one she should fit into this, she should be the perfect example for you to use. You should say, ask Janice Brown. Because she was beaten. She's like a child that was beaten. She's like a child of a dog that was beaten by its own mama. Which one pains the most? I thought they said, there's this parable in Yoruba that says, Oshabu legbe mi ofimi si bi obami, which means if I'm worshiping an idol, if that idol cannot help me, at least leave me alone. Don't come and add to my problem. So I cannot be worshiping an idol. This idol cannot bless me. This idol cannot help me. This idol cannot do nothing for me. And yet, after worshiping you, all I get is disgrace. Who is supposed to be used as an example? My case is different. Keeping it delusional. You can never, ever, I can never fit into your example because I am a truth teller and I'm standing by it. I'm owning up to it. Come rain, come sunshine. And guess what? I have never and will never be flogged. There has never been anyone that I speak for, that I speak the truth for, that I stand with my full chest to speak for, that has ever disgraced me, because I don't support idiots. I don't support fools. I don't support ingrates. I support people with dignity. So you don't use me for that shitty example, girl. Use yourselves. There are shit in the midst of you guys that smells, that stinks. So you can use that shit as an illustration. You don't use an executive I think I have to start sharing that excellency with Sherry. You don't use an excellency like me, a VIP like me for such an. You use a shit to describe a shit. So the person that suits this illustration, all of you suits this illustration anyway, but the best person to use as an illustration in this context is Janice Brown. She has seen a lot. She has seen so much. She has been through so much, and yet she remained a slave. So use her, not me. I am a VIP girl. You don't know. That same thing that you think is a problem has placed me in such a high place. If you don't know, haven't you heard that every disappointment is a blessing, most especially for the truth tellers? Most especially for people with dignity. If you think you want to do them something, you think you want to pinch them, the more you pinch them, the more better they get, the more higher they get. Do you know what it means for you to be for anyone to want to buy you because you're speaking the truth? That is one thing you will never experience in your life. Keeping it delusional. You think you can be using me as an illustration? I told you people that anything you say, unless if I don't have your time, just mention, make a little bit of reference towards me. You don't even need to reference. Anytime I feel like talking about you, I will set my camera and I will give you woto in your nyash. Okay, let me read again. She said, at the end of the day, neither JD nor his ex give two shits about fans on social media. They are navigating their lives and co-parenting how they choose and will collect whatever they can and keep moving. Rest assured, neither of them will be there for any of you should your back get against. Oh, okay. You realize this. That was why you decided to withdraw your support and start playing sneaky and start being tricky. Oh, now all of a sudden you realize that none of them give a shit. Now you realize that your master that you serve don't give a shit about you. See who is talking. You who don't sleep. You who will wake up morning, afternoon, and night. You are on your keypad. Go and stream. Support. You are there 247. Giving yourself sleepless nights. Oh, okay. All of a sudden, now you realize because you've seen the shit that was fed to your colleague. You never knew you want to be neutral since how many years? Like how many years you've been on this issue? You've never realized, you've never known that you've never thought of being neutral until one of your colleague was pinched, was injected, was disgraced. That was when you now realize, oh, no matter what I do, I'm never going to be appreciated. Very soon. Now you had a flashback. You realize, you remember where you were coming from. You remember the days of leaky soup. Because you invented that name. That name came from you. So you remember that you know you're a betrayal as well. She realized that your colleague is a betrayal. She addressed it and she said she's a betrayal. So you knew that you are also a betrayal and your day will come. Before it comes, you quickly took a U-turn and you decided to be neutral so that when the heat comes, it won't hit you that much. So you have something to defend yourself with. It's a game you're playing and we can see it. The dummies might not see it because they are dumb for life. Those ones, they are dummies and they will remain dummies for the rest of their lives. But you know exactly what you are doing. The moment your colleague was disgraced, that was when you realize that you want to start playing neutral. All of a sudden, it will have been you switching or you going off completely. But because of disgrace, you know we will have a lot to say about you. You know we will come here and add more to your disgrace, just as we're doing to Janice Brown right now. So you decided to stay in between and dangling like a motherless baby. I mean no disrespect. You are dangling. You're neither here nor there. Disgrace. Disgrace. My question to Slow Bus crew, how in the world do you think you can even file a claim for fraud when you haven't been defrauded by one you are accusing? You will never accomplish anything because you have never been a victim of what you are accusing. 4 years, no results, all failures. Okay, so what is your own results? Keeping it delusional. Since you've been supporting day and night, typing, doing ChatGPT and different things that you've been doing, what is your result? What have you been able to achieve? Who have you been able to shut out? Guys, please give me thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Who have you been able to shut out? Who has decided, like all these things you've been doing, slow bus, slow bus, slow bus, slow bus? Who have you been able to shut in? Because your intentions are to see that, okay, you will come after them and they'll be so scared and they will stop talking about your faith. They will all enter house. So who has entered house since because of you? What is your result? What have you been able to achieve? Your intentions was, okay, you want to bully people in. You don't want people to talk about your faith. So how successful are you with that? When you want to talk to people, you need to look straight into the mirror. Look at yourself first. Charity begins at home. You are asking people, what have they been able to? What have you achieved? What is your achievement? Disgrace. Ask Janice Brown. Ask her what she's been able to achieve for the past 4 years. That question should go to Janice Brown because we are achieving the truth and it's going smoothly. I am achieving my truth and I'm enjoying the fact that I'm speaking my truth. So you, who is speaking, who have all of a sudden decided to change, twist, decided to flip into the middle, as you said you have. If you have achieved, why do you keep flipping from one place to another? The first time you flip, now you are flipping into the middle. You are always flipping. You are the worst flip-flopper. You are worse than the one in Spain. Always flipping. Edgeward, what do they call it? That's who you are. What is your achievement? And if you have achieved, why the flip? So far, so good. How many people have flipped? Have you seen me? Have you ever? I can never support what you support, my dear. Two-edged sword. Butterfly think himself a bird. I live in the United States. I own a home. And yet you're a slave. House girl. For life. Nothing can change that. Don't you dare. The moment you use me as an illustration, lonely, 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 lonely woman of Atlanta. The lonely, lonely. You all can control what people freely give is their money. You all can control what people say is their mouth. Me, I don't even care what people do with their money. That's none of my business. You all can control what people freely give is their money. And you think you can control people's mouth? You can control what people say? You can control what people say, give it their money. And you can't say, Angel is a beggar. Angel, and I keep saying it. Do I beg as much as your master? That's why people are saying, you see, the problem here is that you keep insulting people, cursing people, saying things to people about, you're trying to defend your master. Instead of you to filter the things that you use in your defense, you'll be using the same thing that your master does more than anyone else against other people. That's why I laugh. Each time they try to call me, they will say, I'm begging. How? When? You're calling me a beggar in defense of someone that has no job, that all they do is every day, 5 times a day, and you're calling me, you're defending somebody that does that, and you are calling me a beggar. Are you not shameless? Are you not dense? Are you not dumb? And there you are, calling somebody a slow boss. Who is slower? Who is slower in this sense? I don't want to dwell on this. This is not my point of this is not my real discussion. I want to talk about armor mason. So let's move on. Both JD and his ex will forever have a hard time getting any kind of endorsement because fans on both sides continue to battle with each other and would inundate any company or people they associate with foolishness. You do that shit boldly. Go get checked. That's craziness. Oh, you didn't know? You all did not know that being negative towards your fave would deprive them of getting endorsements? And the last time I checked, I don't really think that Justin is in a situation. I don't think he really cares for. He just wants to do his work as a chiropractor and just move on with his life, pay his bills. I don't think he is the kind of a person that is soliciting for such things. It's not even his line. Endorsement is not his line. It's not. So speak for your fave. No amount of followers that either will have that will make brands recognize them. Brand companies with positively representation. Want positive representation, not drama-filled representation. Oh, okay, so you know. And every time you would hashtag names of your face in support by bashing other people, hashtagging their names. You did not know that when you hashtag their names in such a negative post, it will affect their brand. You didn't know. All of a sudden now you know. You want to start preaching. Get the hell out of here, girl. Now it's done. They don't break now. Now it is now that you know that it affects people's brands. It will affect your favorite brand. All of a sudden now you have realized that you have turned to a preacher. Nobody is listening to you, girl. Your preaching goes nowhere. Most especially you as a flip-flopper. They don't trust you. Nobody trusts you. This is a game you're playing. This is not sincerity. You're patronizing people. This is not truth. It's not coming from a place of genuinity. It's coming from a scamming place. It's coming from a place of the fact that y'all are going back and forth over the trip is diabolical. You just needed to type something so that they will say, oh, you are still supporting. Now, you can see this is keeping it delusional. She's so contentless. She have nothing to post. All she does now is sharing people's posts. You have always been a slave you will be. If you don't talk about JD today, tomorrow you will talk about in fact, you are slaves to us, we Nigerians. You are promoting us. You are promoting Nigerians, including me. Even though you're calling me dark angel, you are promoting me. If you don't know, you are, girl. That's what you do. Everything about your page has to do with Nigerians. That's what you do. Now she have no content. She's trying so hard not to post much about her fave anymore. She's trying to reduce. She's trying to cut down, and she have nothing to say anymore. Nothing. She's sharing other people's videos on her page, helping them to make money. That's what she does now. Contentless. If I don't have anything to post on my page, I just go blank. The page will be there. When I have the time, I go there and post my own thing, my face, my content, my mouth. I use my mouth to talk. I type my own shit. I don't need to carry somebody on my head like gala. When something is going on and I have to speak about it, I will come out and give my opinion. I give my 2 cents about it, not carrying somebody on my head like gala. If I don't have anything to post, I just leave the page like that. Yeah, on some occasions I do share some people's posts, like Very Dark Man, because I love the young man. I love what he does, and then I will share some of it. If I'm touched by whatever he posts, sometimes I will share. But not me jump padding my page with other people's videos, sharing other people's videos on my page. That is an attitude of someone, a contentless blogger. You don't have content, and now that you can no longer speak as much, you have put yourself in the middle. You are flipping here, flipping there. Now you have become like you are in a cage now. There's nothing to say anymore. For as long as you don't talk about your faith, there is nobody else you can talk about. So you have no choice now but to be sharing other people's posts on your page just to keep your page running, even though you make nothing from it. Contentless. Her page has gone really down. No more engagement on that page. Even this post that she made, how many? Let me see. How many comments? 13 comments. Before she flipped, if she makes such a post, you will see engagement on it. You will see love and like. You will see comments on it. But on this one, zero zilch. They have left you. Some of them have turned against her. Some of them are painting her black. Some of them are fighting her. Even in our own comment section, on their various pages, they are writing about her. They have changed completely towards her. She thought it was going to be easy. No, you cannot be. If it were to be someone who was stable, maybe it would have been a little bit easy. Maybe they would have understood. But coming from where you're coming from, you as a flip-flopper, you are not in the position to think you want to tell them the truth. No, they don't want. Even if they have to hear the truth, they rather come and hear the truth from us. And they do come to listen to us. So they would rather hear that truth from us than you, who is a flip-flopper. The lonely woman of Atlanta. So let's go to the business of the day. I spent 1 hour already before going to what I want to discuss, okay? So let's do this. Let's do this.
Enter to Bluetooth. Bluetooth connected.
Like I said, I was on my Facebook page today, and Ama Mason came popping up on my timeline, and I saw her. She said something about Justin, and I listened to her, and I chose to talk about it. 1 second, guys.
Bluetooth connected.
Okay. So I came across some of the things that she said about Justin, and it was really interesting. She made a whole lot of sense, but some of them just didn't go well with me. I felt like I wasn't buying some of the things that she said about the situation, and so I decided that okay, let me counter it. Let me talk about it, you know. And Ama Mason, like I said earlier, is one person that I respect so much. I like her, you know, the fact that she have a sound mind. She's she have it up there, like, you know. So when people talk and you listen to them, you can easily just recognize, and then you know people who are sound, right? So let me quickly read some of the comments that I haven't read before I go into that, because that's like the second phase of this analysis. There are all those other ones with keeping in delusion, and those ones I'm no longer serious with them. I just use them introduction. They are just introduction. Okay. Yes, on my show. Thank you. Jean, hi Jean. She said hi Angel and everyone. Hi Jean. Shout out to you. I'm telling you, some money is like a it is. It is. Okay, on my show. Um don't care about the supporters, and I wonder why you guys fight over them. It's not fight, girl. It's not fiber. Fibra or whatever. I'm trying to pronounce your name. This is not fighting over anyone. It's not fighting. It's you coming to air your own opinion about something that you see on the street of social media. It's not fighting anyone over them. If you want to talk about anyone fighting over anyone, then it should be on the other side. They are the one fighting over. It's just like I saw something as a blogger and an analyst. I come to analyze it. It's not me fighting over them. I analyze Very Dark Man. I analyze Mercy Johnson sometimes. I even wanted to do something about Mercy Johnson and Angela Okori. I wanted to analyze them. Is it me fighting over them? No, it's me doing my thing, giving out my own opinion. It's not me fighting, and they are the ones fighting over somebody. And when they fight us, we fight them back. It's as simple as ABC. So it's not fighting over anyone. It's me fighting for myself. If you decide to come and fight me, I will fight you. It's simple. If I chose to. Not everyone that throw them. Some of them are throwing tantrums. There are so many of them that throw tantrums like children. So the ones that are a little bit matured, even though their brain is still dense, then we give them a little bit of attention. So this is me fighting for myself. You come here, you say nonsense about me. If I choose to reply you, I will come and reply you. So this is me fighting you. Who is fighting me? This is me defending myself. It's not me fighting over anyone. So the two parties that you just mentioned right now, they are there online. They have some sort of fracas. They have issues, and people are talking, giving their own opinion. And some people side by side will come and start fighting you for your own opinion. I hope you understand it, and then you fight them back. That's just as simple as it is. It's as simple as ABC. All right. He's making her money just since then. I wonder all this drama over how many years, my dear. Talk to them. Go and talk to your people, because you can't come here and be preaching to me about how many years they are making their money and all of that. No, you go and talk to the instigators. You know what I'm talking about. You know they are instigators. This is what we do here. You talk to me, I talk to you. Don't come preaching to me, because I won't listen to you. Go and preach it. Preach. When was the last time you hear me talk about keeping it delusional? When? She went there and make a post now and used me as an illustration. Go and ask Dark Angel. Now your mama be Dark Angel. You came from a dark quacus. Apparently it shows. I can see it is showing all over you. Your life is so dark. And the illustration of that is you are dark. Your face cannot be seen. You cannot be bright. So you have to stay in the dark to operate in the darkness. Imagine someone who is in the dark calling somebody dark. I told you can't do without my name. You must always mention my name. I'm right there on top. When it comes to this, I'm right there. You must mention my name. You have no choice. So when was the last time you hear me talking about her? And all of a sudden, boom, she's making a write-up about something, about her flip-flop attitude, her flip-flop post. She's making a post, and boom, Dark Angel. And now here you are preaching to me. No, this is me reply. If you talk to me, I will talk to you. If I choose to talk to you, even you who is here, Fibrith, or whatever, I can't pronounce your name. If you talk to me, if I choose to answer you, I will answer you. It's not me fighting over anybody. It's me fighting you back who is trying to fight me. It's as simple as ABC. Okay? I'm not a gentleman. If I decide to keep quiet, you're talking about me or you're doing whatever you're doing about me, and I'm not replying you, it's because I chose to. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe you're not worth it. If you're not worth my attention, I won't give it to you. It's simple. But if I chose to reply you, I will reply you regardless of whoever controls you. Nobody controls me. On this side, nobody, we are independent. I am independent. Nobody employs me, nobody pays me, and I don't care. I don't need your acknowledgement. If I come to speak about you, if I come to speak about Justin, if I come to speak about Mercy Johnson, I come to speak about Regina Daniels, I don't need the acknowledgement. All I do is come out, I speak about my opinion, I say my mind, and that is it. But if any of the fans think they want to come and attack me, if you are relevant enough to get my attention, I will give it to you. It's as simple as that. Don't ever tell me that I'm fighting over anybody. Don't ever say that to me, or I will block you. If you say that to me again, I will block you. Because I'm not fighting over anybody. I am a blogger. I am an analyst. I do my job. That's what I do. You're stinking people, because I know you're from the other side. The stinking people on the other side that will be the one that will come and start trying to shut you up and trying to make you like, okay, they want to shut you off of your own opinion. You must support the nonsense that they support. And if you don't, they come after you. And when they come after you and I give it to them and you're telling me I'm fighting over anybody, don't you ever say that to me. If you say that to me again, I will block you. I'll block your ass. Every time they have a lot to say about Angel, every time they make AI of me, bullying and trolling me, and here you are telling me I'm fighting over anybody. I'm fighting over nobody. I fight for myself. I also speak. I give my opinion. I'm a blogger. I'm an analyst. I give my opinion, and I don't give a shit about anybody that I'm giving my opinion about. I don't carry them. Even anybody that I support, tomorrow you do nonsense, I'll still come and speak against you. That's as simple as it is. If Justin does anything that is not okay, we talk about it. We don't worship nobody here. We don't. And that's the difference. We are not slaves. We are not in a cult. We simply give our opinion, and that's as simple as it is. Let me use myself. Let me speak for myself. I give my opinion, and that's as simple as it is. I don't give a shit. If Justin does nonsense, we'll talk about it. We don't give a shit here. That's the difference. We call a spade a spade. Anyone who is against the truth can get the fuck out. No matter who the person is. If I come out to speak against Justin, if Justin is doing something and I decide to come and speak against it and you don't like it, you get the fuck out of my face. We don't worship anybody, just like as they are afraid to speak because of you guys who come and attack her. Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Why are you saying this about her? We are not like that here. We speak the truth. So don't come here telling me trash or I will block your ass. Mel Moro, my queen, thank you so much for joining. It's so good to see you. Yes, Vanessa Harris, thank you so much. My SpongeBob queen. Okay, so let's go straight to the topic of the day. Imagine over nearly 1 hour, 30 minutes, I still haven't started. Okay, let's just quickly go there. Let's go there now.
The Justin fans were sending to my inbox in particular, this person, was the fact. So one of the things that the Justin fans were sending to my inbox in particular, this person, was the fact that Justin just wanted to put on the table the fact that he made her. That is also problematic for me in many ways. Nobody makes anybody. And I have been.
So what Ama Mason is saying here is that someone reached out to her in her inbox and saying that Justin made his ex, right? That he made her. So that is what she's trying to analyze here. So let's just listen to her and hear what she has to say as I analyze, give my own opinion about what she's saying, right?
Screaming about this in response to the females most of the time, but I'm going to say it again in response to a male this time. When you have a chance to make somebody, take that chance to make yourself. Because you see, when you spend the time making somebody, we often expect payback and acknowledgement. We expect some benefits. That's where the risk is, because that cannot be guaranteed to you by a third party, sadly. It cannot be guaranteed to you by a third party. So this is revolving around content creation. It's about Justin creating.
You know, she said that when you're trying to make someone, in other words, she's saying make yourself instead of trying to make someone, because when you try to invest in someone, you are expecting a reward from it, right? So instead, invest in yourself. She's kind of right. Like I said earlier, Ama Mason, I don't know if many of you know her. Ama Mason is someone that I respect so much. And this is her own opinion, even though I'm going to counter some of the things that she said, you know, but I am not against her, like, because she said it, everything she said here, she said them respectfully, and it's her own opinion, and she's entitled to it. Now let's continue.
Persona, I've seen in the video, he says he was the one who edited some of her videos. He was the one who created movements in her hips when he edited the video. He was the one who, there were quite a lot of things he said. And yes, people who feel invested in this way often feel heartbroken when things don't work out according to the way they envisaged it. And there are two reasons why people often have this reaction. One, there are some people who create you because they want to own you.
Okay, she said there are some people that create you because they want to own you. And in this context, what she's actually trying to say is that someone actually reached out to her, like I said, that the person said that Justin made his ex. And so she is of the opinion that okay, let's go back a little bit.
The one who created movements in her hips when he edited the video. He was the one who, there were quite a lot of things he said. And yes, people who feel invested in this way often feel heartbroken when things don't work out according to the way they envisaged it. And there are two reasons why people often have this reaction. One, there are some people who create you because they want to own you.
See, the number one thing here is that nobody can actually create anybody. Nobody can create anybody. You can only enhance what the person already has. You can only help the person to build what they already have. You cannot create somebody. You can't.
That's problematic because you cannot own another person. You cannot.
She's right that you cannot own another person. That is absolutely 100% right. You can't own anyone. You can't even own your own child. You might feel that you own your children when they are still underage, because that is when they are still under your control. Oh, sit down, they will sit. Stand up, they will stand. They will stand. There's an extent that the child will grow up to. You can no longer control them. So you cannot own anyone. It's just impossible. Now let's continue.
People will even allow you to own them for a while, and then at some point they get sick and tired of being owned and they'll break free.
True.
That is problematic. It doesn't last because you cannot own another person. That will crumble. So again, the fact that he edited the videos, the fact that he was the one who brought the creative genius, the fact that he was the one who suggested they go to live in California, the fact that he was involved in the brand and the building of the brand, that's all well and good. But the sad fact is that the brand was not his. It's a lesson for all of us, especially.
I'm amazing. I don't want to say something that I'm not sure of. So I'm going to speak from my own perspectives. I don't think that anyone in their right thinking faculty will think that they own someone else's brand, or they can control someone as a result of the help that they render, or in some maybe trying to build you up or trying to, to grow you, to help you to grow, that they are going to kind of want to own you completely. I would say that with everything we've seen so far about Justin, I do not see Justin in that light. And in this whole context, this is not, from what we've seen, from everything that has happened so far, it is not about Justin wanting to own anyone. Right? Okay, let's go.
Those of us who are married. You always have to find ways in which you actualize on your own merits. You need to actualize in yourself and for yourself and on your own, and not invest all your energy in making somebody else. So I said there were two flavors to this. There are those who create you to own you, and there are those who create you wanting you to carry them. Both people are in danger of being heartbroken because a person cannot carry you and not get tired. People get tired of carrying you after a while.
Right.
If this content creation was just thing, and if he was the brain behind all of it, like he says, and yes, maybe he saw the potential around the creative talent and he saw the things that he could build around the creative talent and whatnot, but he does not own the creative talent. Sadly, the creative talent is also a bona fide human being who is entitled to make choices for herself, which we have seen her make, who will do things the way they will suit her. It may not necessarily always fit. Don't start things for people when you haven't got things yourself. If you find yourself too heavy,
don't start things for people when you haven't got things yourself. Now, this is where I have problem with this analysis. If you look at what we've seen so far, what we've heard, and what we know so far, Justin is a chiropractor. He's been practicing long before he met his ex. As a matter of fact, before his ex got to where she can fend for herself, he was paying the bills. Where was he getting the money from? So it wasn't as if this young man was idle, like he has nothing, he has no career, he has no dream, that he was just capitalizing on building someone else. This is a marriage, this is a union we're talking about. So nothing can actually be too much in a spouse trying to build up their spouses. Let's continue.
Involved in somebody else's life, it might be a good time to act
in somebody else's life. I'm not a religious person, but I'm going to use the Bible in this context because the Bible said that when two are joined together, they have become one. So you cannot use that word that a man or a woman is investing in someone else's life when they are investing in their spouse, in their wives or their husbands. You need to put that into consideration that these people were married. They were in a marriage. And this person, the husband, have a career, a successful career already on its own. And he wants to build his spouse. He wants to build his wife. He wants to build her career, which he did from all indication. And then you are saying that they should not create someone to want to own them. This is not about ownership. It wasn't about ownership. It was about marriage, union between a man and a woman. Family, that's what it was. There's something I always tell people, and each time I say it, it doesn't really go well with some of my African people, especially women, African women. African women are very dependent on men. They believe a man should pay nearly all the bills. Some of them, not all, but many of them. They believe a man should be responsible. I want to make my hair. A man must give you money. I want to cook. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. A man should be responsible for them. That is what they believe in. Oh my goodness. This phone is off. So they believe that a man should be responsible for everything they do. Yeah? So this is not a case of a man owning a woman. Okay, I was trying to tell you guys something, right? I am of the opinion that it's not a big deal who provides. It's not a big deal who pays the bills, whoever is in the position in a marriage should go ahead and pay the bills. What if your husband lost his job at the time and something is difficult? It's not like in this part of the world, if you lose your job, it might be very difficult for you to get another one. If your business crumble, it might be very difficult for you to get back. So what if you, as the woman, you are doing well and you are married to this man and things changes? He lost his job, or his business went down, or something happened. Won't you pay the bills? And won't you, as a woman, try to raise your husband back to the level that he was? Won't you try to empower him and try to raise him back up? Would you just allow him to just sit down there while you are the only one paying the bills? And when you're in the situation for you to raise him back up, would you not raise him back up? So if you raise him back up, does that mean you want to own him? The fact that you're trying to build your spouse, you're trying to help your spouse with their careers, does that mean you want to own them? Are you saying that people should not help their spouses to achieve their dreams? Although she said something, and we will get there. So what people, there's no limit. There is no limit to what we do when we are in a marriage. Most especially, I'm not just going to say relationship now, because for me, I don't think I'm going to invest so much in a relationship unless if we are joined together, we've become husband and wife. I know that. Why wouldn't I invest on you if I am in the chance to? Am I supposed to be paying the bills alone if you're not able to? Maybe something, like I said, something happened to you and you go down. Would I leave you down and I pay the bills alone? Or am I going to get divorced? Am I going to get a divorce because you are down? You going down financially, does that warrant divorce? Is that the reason why I should divorce my husband? Okay, I am in the position I am blessed to raise my husband. Will I not raise him? Would I not help his career? So trying to build someone up, trying to build someone's career, that person who is not you doing it for someone else. You are doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the family. You're doing it for your children. You want your spouse, you want your husband to do well so they can assist in the bills, in the family. That's what it is. So there is no limit to what people do for their spouses. What is not right is if you don't build yourself and you invest all your life on a spouse without building yourself, right? But in this context, Justin, he was already doing well. He might not be doing too well, but at least he has his doctorate degree as a chiropractor and he's doing well. He's not hungry. He was able to put a roof over his family's head. He was able to pay the bills, pay the rent, feed his family, and do what needed to be done at a time before she kicks off. So what are you saying when you say he left himself? Instead of him to build himself, he was busy building someone else. He was already built. Maybe not where he wants to be, but he was in a place where he can build his spouse so they can join hands together to make things happen. Okay, let's continue.
So what I need to actualize the fact that he edited the videos, the fact that he was the one who brought the creative genius, the fact that he was the one who suggested they go to live in California, the fact that he was involved in the brand and the building of the brand, that's all well and good. But the sad fact is that the brand was not his. It's a lesson for all of us, especially those of us who are married. You always have to find ways in which you actualize on your own merits. You need to actualize in yourself and for yourself and on your own, and not invest all your energy in making somebody else. So I said there were two flavors to this.
Not investing all your energy in making somebody else. No, I disagree with that. She, in a marriage, a wife of the husband is not someone else. It's not someone else. Nobody actually get married to get divorced. Yes, it happens. Sometimes you should put it in when you're making your marriage plans before you get married. Also hope for a divorce. but nobody wish for it. It's not something that you want to wish for. So you don't begin to walk towards divorce in a marriage. Most especially marriage that you're just getting into. You don't begin to calculate, all you want to do is to make sure that you guys do well in a family. A wife is doing well, the husband is doing well. That is all you want to make sure of. You don't put that into consideration at that time. And like I said, he wasn't investing in someone else. He was investing in his wife. She was his wife, and he was investing on her. And it's the right thing to do. Help your spouse to grow. Help your spouse to actualize to help them to actually, to help them with their dreams and their ambitions. Help them with their career. Apparently, from this person, this person is not the kind of person that wants to do 9 to 8 job or whatever you call it. Okay, she have a career. You help her grow, build a career. What is the big deal about that? There's nothing wrong with that as far as I am concerned. Now let's continue.
There are those who create you to own you, and there are those who create you wanting you to carry them. Both people are in danger of being heartbroken because a person cannot carry you and not get tired. People get tired of carrying you after a while.
That's right.
If this content creation was just instinct, and if he was the brain behind all of it, like he says, and yes, maybe he saw the potential around the creative talent and he saw the things that he could build around the creative talent and whatnot, but he does not own the creative talent. Sadly, the creative talent is also a bona fide human being who is entitled to make choices for herself, which we have seen her make, who will do things the way they will suit her. It may not necessarily always fit. Don't start things for people when you haven't got things yourself. If you find yourself,
don't start things for people when you haven't got things yourself. That is where I'm not having it. That is where I'm not having it. Because it wasn't as if this person was on a low level that has nothing, that has no career. He has his own career. His career is just not about showbiz, like I want to be popular, I want to be online, I want to be known, I want to get followers and everything. This whole thing of content creation, it just happened to Justin. It wasn't a thing that he planned. And without content creation, I personally don't even see Justin as someone who will lack or someone who will suffer. He has a career. He has something on his hands. He has a physical thing that he can do. So with or without social media, he will do well. He has something. But the way she's speaking here is like, you shouldn't have invested your time on someone else when you haven't built yourself. Someone who went to school for like 7 years to study, to be a doctor, to be a chiropractor, and you're saying you haven't built yourself. How else do you want him to build himself? How? He got entangled with someone who wants to be in the showbiz, who wants to be seen, who wants to be a public figure. Doesn't mean that he doesn't have something for himself. This is where she's getting it wrong. And this is where I am not having it with her. Let's continue.
Too heavily involved in somebody else's life.
Imagine.
It might be a good time to actually step back and allow the person whose life it is to lead, so that at all times you are supporting other people in their vision, but you are not doing it for them. Those who come to bemoan and cry are people who want to take the lead and actually do take the lead and feel invested in the lead, but do not control the outcomes in the end. Yeah, if you've helped somebody to create a brand and you were the one who edited the videos and you felt you were the one who guided the persona and you were the one who helped her to project, you will feel some sort of ownership, which is a bit misplaced because you don't have any ownership.
Now, this explanation of editing videos and editing the hips and making the hips move faster, this whole explanation came after when Justin was getting pressed. When he was getting pressed, when the whole thing was becoming too much, like when he has to explain at some point, because we are all following this matter, we know how it started, right? That was when he began to give some of this explanation. In fact, I remember when he gave this explanation, it was That time when he went to Brazil and came back and the whole thing, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna tell my own side of the story. When the oppression was pressing him, he was getting really, he was sinking. That was when he came out and gave this explanation. Please, if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section, please. That was when he came and gave this whole explanation. And I'm not saying this because I support Justin and all of that. No, like I said earlier, if I see the truth, I come out and I analyze, I give my own opinion, and that's it. Now, let me quickly say this. When this whole thing started, I wasn't even like, I didn't come out and start supporting Justin. I was like, you shouldn't, like, I'm still going to say it now. The mistake Justin made at the beginning of this whole thing was bringing this to the public, to public. This is not a thing you come out to like, you do it quietly. If you want to get divorced, go ahead and do it. That announcement was unnecessary. Because the social media will add to your problems. They will compile it. They will make it bigger than it is. And that's what we're seeing today. That was the greatest mistake that he made. But I see him as being ignorant at that time, not knowing exactly what the outcome of his action would be, which he later realized, which he forced his hands to come and apologize for some of the things that he said. He apologized for it. This young man realized, I shouldn't have bring this thing online, right? Okay, so you want to buy him for it? And when he began to see the backlash of his actions, the result of his action, he went mute. And he decided, okay, they were going back and forth and going to court and all of that over some certain issues and all of that. He was mute. But this whole thing never stopped. His ex never stopped talking. She never stopped instigating. She never stopped saying things. Right? That was when I personally decided, waiting now. Come on. We are all humans, for God's sakes. Anyone can come out and make a mistake, okay, coming out on social media, that wasn't okay. It doesn't justify the fact that, okay, it doesn't justify what happened in that marriage. It doesn't make him wrong or right. But whatever the case is, nobody has spied, thank God. You shouldn't have bring it online. You shouldn't have even been the one to bring it online. You shouldn't have been the one to broadcast it. It shouldn't have come from you. That fact is well established, and we all accept. I accept that. Personally, this is my point of view. For those of you that have not heard me say this, I've said it in my very first video when I started talking about this situation. I made this clear. But then the deed has been done. At some point, he apologized for it. Then what else? Whatever that is left should be in courts. Whatever the court decides should be, should be that's what it should be. But this whole thing kept going on and on. And you guys remember, this man was quiet at the time. He was tired. He felt like if he keeps quiet, this thing will go away. But it never went away. That was when he came out and he started explaining and talking about how he was editing videos, how he was the one that did this, how he was the one that did that. That is when he was forced to come and explain the little that transpired in the marriage. It wasn't as if he was trying to be an owner or something. And from what we've seen so far, from his explanation and from what we also can attest to, we can see that it wasn't because anybody wants to own anyone. It wasn't because he wants to own anyone. We can see bad character right in front of us. We can see it. So this is not about, okay, him wanting to own was not the reason why the marriage ended. We can see that. Everyone can see that. Let's continue.
No ownership, none whatsoever. So yeah, the I made you gang, they come from here. The reason why the I made you gang always cry is because they want to own something that you cannot own. You cannot own another.
Now, I'm amazing. Let me quickly make something clear to you now. When fans are coming to you with an opinion, you don't throw that opinion back to the career. You don't throw that opinion back to the anchor. Just because fans are of the opinion that he made her, doesn't necessarily mean that he is of the opinion that he made her. You need to be able to differentiate it, and you need to be able to understand fans. So because the reason why Ann Ama Mason came out with this opinion, with this video, is she said that a fan of Justin reached out to her saying that he made his ex. And now you are coming to analyze to make it look like, yes, he is feeling, or from what he has explained, or from the things you have seen so far, like he owns her or he made her. He has never said that he made her. He just came out and give a little bit of explanation of some of the things that he has contributed. When two people go their separate ways, everyone will have a story to tell of what they have invested in a marriage. Everyone must have invested in one area or the other. The woman must have invested something. The man must also have invested something. And so if you ask them if they have to talk, they must have a story to tell of whatever it is that they must have invested in a marriage. There's this ideology of Nigerians, Africans. They'll be like, oh, don't take money from a woman. Don't allow a woman to build you, because if a woman builds you, she will use it to insult you. But if a woman builds you, she builds you. If anything comes up, she will have to explain, to say, I did this, I did that. I've seen men, the moment they have some kind of clash with their wives, they'll come out and say, I've met them one-on-one. They'll be like, oh, there's nothing I don't do for her. I do a lot of things for her. I pay her bills. I send money to her family. I built a house for her family. Did you guys hear what Ned said? When him and Regina had issues, when they broke up, he said he bought a house for the mother. He even told us the price of the house. He said he bought the house for 125 million naira for Regina's mother. So why is it a problem when a woman is saying the things that she did for a man in a marriage? They'll be like, oh, don't allow a woman to build you, because if she builds you, she's going to use it against you. She's going to use it to insult you. She's going to say it. If a woman doesn't do something for a man and would keep quiet about it. So it's normal when two people have fracas, when they go their separate ways, if they have to speak, they will speak about some certain things that they must have invested in the marriage. It doesn't necessarily mean that they want to own the person. So him coming out to say, okay, I invested time. I'm the one that suggested that we go to California. I'm the one that I did her videos. I did it. He was making. It doesn't necessarily mean that this person wants to own this person. I don't see that in that explanation, because if you look at the reason for the divorce, it wasn't based on this. It wasn't. It was based on, oh, I want you, that, like, you know, we all know what actually brought this issue. We know it. It wasn't based on what Amma was saying here. Let's continue.
That person. Yeah. I think the Justin Dean perspective is a lesson for those of you who find people who do things. You find rough diamonds and you see the potential to polish the diamonds, and you put all your energy into polishing the diamonds, but you forget that polishing the diamond does not make you the owner of the diamond. You are not the owner of the diamond. So I always say to the women, can you help
that is very, very right. Polishing a diamond, a rough diamond, doesn't make you the owner of the diamond. That is 101% correct. I totally agree with that.
The men as a charitable event. If you can do it purely on charity, do it, because then when the person leaves you.
I love this statement. If you want to polish anyone, if you can do it purely on charity, go ahead and do it. That is very correct. Don't be in a relationship and be investing on the person, believing that you're going to last forever with this person. You might not last forever. You might not last forever. And as a reasonable human being, now let me use this same Justin for this illustration. Like your marriage actually produced kids. So whatever it is that you invested on that woman is not wasted. Whichever way you look at it. Whatever you invested on a spouse that you have kids with, even if you go no matter what happened in that marriage, and you go your separate ways, you get divorced, whatever you invested in it is not wasted. Because you see some of these spouses, most certainly to the ones that are stingy to themselves, they invest, right? They buy houses, they buy properties. It's good. When they are gone, who are they going to leave the properties for? Your children. They can't chew the money, right? They will invest it. How many can you chop? How many clothes can you wear? How many food can you eat? You will buy a house. You will do what investments here and there. And when you are gone, because none of us is going to be here forever. When you are gone, who are you leaving those things for? Your kids, his kids. So there is no amount of whatever you invested on a spouse that have kids for you that is wasted. Anyone that have brain will not feel bad even if your spouse leaves you, even if you guys go your separate ways. You won't feel too bad that they left you, most especially when they have children with you. So I don't think, because I've heard Justin so many times saying that he wants her to be comfortable because of his children. He has said that many times, that he will never wish her bad. He would never want to do anything against her source of income because of his children. He has said that many times. So I don't think that Justin is the kind of a person that will regret his investments on the mother of his children. I don't think so, because he knows that this is the mother of my children. A lot of people are of the opinion that there are so many things that he would have done, but he's restraining himself from doing some certain things because of his children. There are so many decisions that he would have taken, according to some people's opinions, that there are so many decisions that he would have taken that would have ended this whole thing for a very long time. He just will not do it because he considers that this person is the mother of my children. So why should he have so much regret investing in the mother of his children? So I'm amazing. I think from where you're coming from, you're not doing justice to this situation, as far as I am concerned. Like I said earlier, if a fan says something to you, you need to address the fans directly if you must. You don't need to project a fan's opinion on the anchor. You don't. Or you don't need to project a fan's opinion on their faves. Sometimes you don't really have to.
Or when things crumble, you did it for charity and you don't have your heart break, you don't come and scream and shout later, you don't get devastated. The minute you do it with any intention, with even the slightest hope of some control, you are in trouble. Anyway, so yeah, Justin and his editing and his investment into her is not questionable. You cannot be in a relationship with somebody without influencing their life. They were married for 5 years.
You can't be in a relationship with somebody without influencing their life. That's right. Hi, Richard. Richard, how are you? Thank you for joining. James. Hi, James. Thank you so much for joining. He didn't know at the time he would have thousands of women abusing and ganging up on him for everything he does for food. That's exactly what I'm saying. He didn't know all of these things. Sometimes we learn the hard way. Sometimes you must have to make some certain mistakes before you get to understand the gravity of it, and then you learn from it. That was what happened to him. Otherwise, there was no need for you to come and do the announcement and say, "Oh, I'm getting divorced." No, you don't take such a drastic. Social media is very sensitive. It's a very, very sensitive place. That was a big mistake he made. Everyone knows that, but we could see someone who was remorseful about his action, even though he wasn't ready to go back to the marriage. But he apologized for coming out to announce the divorce and say some of the nasty things that he said. He apologized for it, but this whole thing never stopped. Even his ex never stopped talking about it. She would still come out and say. And from then, the fans are picking it up, and they kept going and going and going. This whole thing kept going and going and going. Before he now got tired, he was quiet for a long time, for a very long time, believing that, okay, well, I'm the one that brought it, let me take the heat. He kept on taking the, well, how long are you going to keep taking the heat? How long? That's why anybody who is an there's one non-entity that I got entangled with, that will be like, I don't forgive. I didn't even know why I didn't even kick her ass out of my life at the beginning when she'll be like, I'm a kind of a person that don't forgive. How can you be on earth and you say you don't forgive? Then you go and live in the bush. What kind of a human being are you when you be like, oh, I don't forgive? How possible is it for you not to forgive? It's impossible. That's a crap. If you don't forgive, you go and live in the bush because your colleagues will offend you. At work, they will offend you. On the streets, people will offend you. Your neighbors will offend you. Your roommates will offend you. Your co-workers, wherever you go, people will offend you. So how are you going to live a life of unforgiveness? You let it go. Everyone can see that, okay, this person have made this mistake. And you let it go. It's not the end of the world. He didn't buy anybody. He just came out and announced something. And so what? What's the big deal that you have to buy him for? What is it?
Could not be in a marriage with somebody for 5 years without some of your investment in their life.
Exactly.
But when you are investing in somebody's life, you must also remember that the life does not belong to you. And there are very few guarantees and assurances.
Absolutely right. That when you are investing in someone, remember that their life does not belong to you. That is 101% correct. But I don't see that in this context. That's what I'm saying. I don't see that. That is not the reason for this separation. That is not the reason for this divorce. That is not the reason. And you look at the whole situation, you will know the person that have the excessive, that is excessive, that does things excessively without consideration. You can see that. So it's not about someone wanting to own someone here. Even if you're talking about somebody wanting to own someone, we can clearly see who is wanting to own who. I'm amazing. Come on. Come on.
When you are dealing with another person, there is none. This is a lesson. This is a lesson for quite a lot of people, male and female alike. It is a lesson for a lot of people. It is a lesson for anybody who puts yourself on hold for another person. And yeah, in fairness to Justin Dean, he would have done some of that. We've seen him follow her.
Put someone on hold for another person. You know, come on, I'm amazing. Come on. You too intelligent to speak like this. In this context, Justin didn't put his life on hold. He was active in his own career. He was very active in his own career. He didn't put his life on hold. He was just trying to build a spouse alongside himself. Come on, Amma. I see you like someone who should know better. Like when I listened to this, I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, whoa, like seriously, Amma, you should have known better. Amma Mason is a very, very brilliant person. You look at the situation properly before you come out and analyze. He didn't put his career on hold. He didn't put his life on hold. She is the one who is the showbiz person. She is the one who is the entertainer, not him. He has a different career completely, and he's doing okay from what we can see from his own career. Yes, she might have done. I mean, right now she's making money. She's doing better. But then he was doing okay at the time before God lifted her. Yeah. So you shouldn't be saying that he put his life on hold for someone else. You see that someone else making me feel like, come on, Amma. A wife is not someone else to her husband. A wife is the husband. The husband is the wife. They are one. You need to consider that. And he definitely did not put his life on hold. He didn't. Damn. Come on, Amma. I can't feel one kind listening to. I'm like, is this Amma or someone else? How about?
The talent show. We've seen him in the backdrops of some of the videos we've seen him. Yeah, he has invested in the brand to an extent. Of course, yes, like I said, you couldn't have.
He invested in the brand. There is no two ways about that. I'm not going to argue that. He did. And it's normal. It's normal. I have a career. I have a career, and I have a man in my life that can help push my career. If you don't, I will divorce you as a result of that. If I know you have a way of pushing me and you refuse to push me, I will see you as an enemy. You don't want me to succeed. You don't want me to progress. So he didn't put his life on hold. He has a career that was running at a time, and he needed to push her own career. He didn't go against her career. He didn't insist that you have to do 8 to 10 job. This is what you want to do. Let's build you. Let's work on it. There's nothing wrong in that. Nothing. And for me, if I were him, I would have no regrets building her, except maybe for some certain things you'll be like, okay, if I didn't do this, maybe I wouldn't have. You know, it's understandable, but it is what it is. And this person have children for you. It's okay. It's fine. Let God, in his own infinite mercy, be the judge of whatever situation. But being regret that, okay, you invested in the mother of your children or in the father of your children, when you have children for them, me, I have a different opinion. I have a different mindset about this whole thing. I am not the kind of a woman that will deprive, no matter what, that will deprive my children access to their father as a single mom if I'm single. So whatever it is that I must have done, for example, let's say that I've done a lot for my baby daddy. I've invested a lot for my baby daddy, and simply because we're not together, I'll start feeling bad and feeling regrets. No, because I know that my child is the father of my child no matter what. I don't feel like that. I don't feel that way. Maybe that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, but still, a wife is not someone else to her husband, and a husband is not someone else to his wife. They are one. I also know about prenup. Don't get it twisted. But still, even if you sign prenup, you still want to see your spouse succeed. You want them to succeed because, you know, if your spouse succeeds, it will ease a lot of things. Even if they don't pay bills, at least they can take care of themselves by themselves without you having to be the one to buy them hair, buy them makeup, buy them eyelashes, buy them necklace, like some certain things they will do for themselves. And that burden will be off your shoulders. So you want to make your spouse comfortable. You want to help with their career. So they are not someone else. But just like you rightfully said, that if they are doing it, they'll be doing it based on charity. That whatever happens, you don't feel regret. I totally agree with that. Whatever you're doing for your spouse, cross your heart. Don't be doing it that, okay, no, anything can happen. Do it based on the fact that, yeah, I love this person, and for whatever happens, I just want to be a part of this person's success story. That is the reason why you should invest on your spouse, and based on the fact that, okay, if you guys have children, you know it will be very beneficial to your children. You can do that. Don't be doing it based on hoping that, oh, you're going to be together forever. Nothing lasts forever, and nothing is actually guaranteed. Yeah?
Being in a family without actually finding yourself invested. And it sounds to me that he was not just in the background, he was not just in the periphery. From the video I listened to, he was active, he feels invested actively, he feels that he was a joint co-owner of the brand. Well, it needed to have been established that way. A co-owner of a brand in a Google name is problematic. It's problematic from many, many levels, and it's not today that we will see these problems. These problems started from the...
I don't really think that Justin actually wanted to be a co-owner of a brand. Anyone that knows themselves, that knows their own worth, will not want to be a co-owner unless if there is a plan at the beginning that, okay, let's come together and build a brand. But if there's not any agreement that, okay, I don't think that you want to be a co-owner. I want to be a brand of my own self. Most unique, my love. Mel Moro said, baby, okay, Richard, okay, I've seen Richard. Mel Moro said, I haven't heard of this person. Is she a Korean? No, she's not. No, she's not. she's a kind of a person, she's not invested in this situation. She doesn't really talk about it. Once in a while, she'll just say one or two about the situation. That's her name is Amazing. She's there, she's popular. Her page is quite big on Facebook. She have 200 and something thousand followers, and she's quite big. Yeah, she's not, and she's I like her analysis. And even in this analysis, for me, she haven't done me no harm. This is her opinion, and she's doing it respectfully, and I respect her for her opinion. In all honesty, I'm just countering it. Some of the things that I feel like she have said that doesn't tally, I'm just throwing more light to it, because she's someone that I like her. Yeah, I like her. She doesn't really do this stuff. She does so many other things, right? And she's intelligent. She's an intelligent person. Even in this analysis, you can hear a lot of things that are true inside this analysis. But then she's directing it, in my opinion, she's directing it to the wrong person. When she said don't be too invested in someone's listening, like if you want to do it, just do it with a clean heart, not expecting anything, which is true. There are so many things that she said here that is true. But directing it to the person is not right, because you're directing it to the wrong person, as far as I am concerned, in this matter, because I know this matter. I know the matter. So she's wrong in her analysis towards this matter and towards the person she's directing it to. That's how I feel. My own opinion, yeah.
I can see Tina age. The end.
Okay, Memoro said, not you, Angel, the lady talking. Yes. I know who you're talking about. Is it the video I'm playing, right? Yeah, I know. Most unique. Okay, I've seen most unique. Thank you for joining.
Earliest example I can give you of this thing is I can see Tina, 70s, 60s, 70s. I can see Tina. Tina's problem, well, there was the abuse. Put that to one side. Turner's problem was that he had invested in the Tina Turner brand, and he wanted to reap from his investment of the Tina Turner brand. But when the amorous relationship broke down and Tina was going, Tina took the whole brand and everything with her. And if you are not lucky, you become an alcoholic as a result. If you are not lucky, you become depressed as a result. Because when you watch somebody like that, when you have misguidedly invested in something, thinking and expecting.
See, I understand what she's saying here, and she's right, that if you invest in someone and they disappoint you, you can become an alcoholic as a result of that. You can become depressed as a result of that, which is right. Yeah, but there are so many things that can get you depressed, from a heartbreak. It's not just because you have invested in a relationship. There is no way you can be in a relationship. There's no way you can be in a marriage without investing something in that marriage. So when you get a heartbreak, you get crazy, you go crazy, you get depressed, and sometimes you become an alcoholic, like she said. It's not just because you have invested, but going into a marriage is marriage is on its own is an investment. The fact that you agree to marry someone is an investment. You're investing your life, your time, your energy into a marriage. So how on earth will you be in a marriage and not invest in that marriage? Would you watch your spouse suffer? Okay, if they don't have a career, they don't have a job, would you not pay their bills? Would you not pay for them? Whatever they need, you will pay. You're investing money, your own hard-earned money. Sometimes it's even easier for you to invest time to make them. It's even easier for you to help them build their career so that you can so that things can be a bit easier for you. So if you say do not invest in your spouse, and the key to their success is in your hands, if you don't invest in them, you will pay their bills for the rest of your life. That is another investment that can even buy you before your time. When the load is too much on you, when responsibility weighs on your shoulders, that is a responsibility that can buy somebody. So whichever way you look at it, if you're in a marriage, you are investing, you cannot escape it. So I'm amazing. This thing you're saying that, if you're in a marriage, don't invest too much, invest in yourself. Yes, invest in yourself and invest in that marriage. You must invest in your marriage, which even if you are married to a billionaire, that's so many things you will invest. If I am a billionaire and my husband is not as rich as I am, maybe he's wretched or maybe he's not doing well, maybe I'll go to work, he will take care of the kids, clean the house, wash the dishes, cook the meal, because I am away. So you are investing whichever way you look at it. And if he's also doing well, he will pay bills, I will pay bills. Maybe we will have domestic staffs, we will pay those domestic staffs. There is no way the moment you get married, you have become one with your husband. You cannot escape those things. It's mandatory. Unless if you both are doing well. If one is down, you have to raise them up, or you will suffer it. If your spouse is down, you will suffer, because you pay everything. So you want to raise them up. So if you're raising them up, you are investing. If you don't raise them up, you are paying all the bills, you are investing. But what she's trying to say, one of the things that I pick from there is, as you're investing in your spouse, also invest in yourself. That is right. But what I'm saying here is that this is not applicable to this context, because this person you're talking about was not jobless. He was not careerless. Pardon my English. He had a career that was functioning. So what investment? Now, the way she's talking now, I'm amazing. I respect you. Like, I see you like someone who is wise. Somebody like you should know that having followers on social media is not the only investment, because she's talking about the social media career aspect of life. That is where she's talking from. That is where her context is coming from. That is where her argument is coming from. Okay, you are helping somebody to build a page. She even made an illustration with someone that was trying to build a page for her husband, and she advised the person to say, build your own page first. So she is talking from the context of building, of people building themselves on social media. Building yourself on social media is not the only career. As a matter of fact, it's a side hustle. Justin has a genuine career outside social media. You were not looking into that. You're just looking about social media pages, social media followership, social media success. That is where Ama Mason is looking at. She's not looking at careers outside social media. And I didn't expect such from somebody like Ama Mason. Saying Justin put his own career aside, he put himself aside to build someone else. He was already built. He might not be like Elon Musk, but he had something. He had a career, and he was trying to build his wife alongside himself, so he can have some level of help. Come on, Ama. He had a career. He wasn't building someone, outside himself. He didn't leave himself to go and build someone else. And she wasn't someone else to him. She was his wife. His legally married wife. Nothing is too much to be done for her at a time.
Certain outcomes, and if it does not happen that way, it is so difficult for you to remain emotionally buoyant after that, especially when you see the person thriving, especially when you see the person winning, and especially when you see dividends out of this person. That become an alcoholic as a result. If you are not lucky, you become depressed as a result, because when you watch somebody like that, when you have misguidedly invested in something thinking and expecting certain outcomes, and if it does not happen that way, it is so difficult for you to remain emotionally buoyant after that, especially when you see the person thriving, especially when you see the person.
She said it is very difficult for you to remain emotionally stable. In my own word, it is very difficult for you to remain emotionally stable after break up with such a person, most especially when you see them thriving, when you watch them thriving. What does that mean?
I'm winning. And especially when
Most
you see
especially-
dividends out of this person, then
Especially when you see the person winning. Amma, I don't think your judgment is right on this context, because you seems to me like you concluded on the fact that this person actually wants to own their ex. I don't see it that way. If you have truly been following, and if you have truly been watching these two characters, everything that is going on, what they say, what they do, the attitude, the character that they portray online, if you have really been watching, then you will not say that this person actually wants to own. A man just wants to be a man in the marriage. Yes, I know there are some men that are impossible. There are some women that are impossible also. But if you look at this context, this situation, you should be able to know who is the impossible person in this situation. Who is the impossible in this situation? So it shows that you have concluded from based on the question that a fan asked you, or that a fan projected to you, saying that that Justin made his ex. One spouse can contribute a lot to the growth of another. That is how I see this. I'm not seeing it as someone made someone. This person must have had their talent and someone just helped them to build it. Someone gave them the enabling ground. Someone was able to take someone out of a certain country to another country where they thrive. It doesn't mean that this person actually made this person. They just help you. So, and she said, okay, let's continue.
you think you are entitled to, you are going to get admitted. It is very difficult. So the solution is very simple. When you open a page, what Justin Dean should have done in those days, if he fancied himself a digital creator too, was to open his own Justin Dean page and to have started editing his own hips. And
you see, she said what Justin should have done in those days was to have opened his own page. If he felt he's a content creator, he should have opened his own page and start editing his own hips. You know this thing about, okay, he was the one that was making the hips, editing the hips and making sure that the hips shakes and all of that in the editing and all of that. And now she is saying that he should have opened his own page and start editing his own hips and make it shakes better. You see, this is where I find it very uncomfortable when people are trying to claim that they are neutral in a situation. You get me? When people are trying to claim that they are neutral in a situation, God's so kind, they will do something that you catch them and know that this is not neutral. This person is actually not neutral. They will do something that you will catch them from. Isn't that ridiculous? Saying that he should edit his own hips. Is Justin an artist? Is Justin a dancer? If I were you, I would have said that, okay, why not create your own page and start doing your doctorate, like your chiropractor, like start showing people your chiropractic practices on your page. Not saying you should have been editing your own hips. Now I'm missing. All along, Justin had his page doing massage. He even started with his ex. Maybe he started or he carried on with his ex. Maybe he has always had a page. Yeah, he said he had always had that page. So he had a page where he was practicing his own career, his own his own ambition, his own dream, his own work from? You say that he should have created his own page. And that was why I see you like it was your thinking was a bit shallow for you to have said that he left his own career to build someone else because his career, you feel like his career was not a showbiz kind of a career, and you felt he had no career or he's left his career because you're not thinking outside of social media. If you're thinking outside of social media, it should have occurred to you that this person is a chiropractor, and chiropractic has nothing much with social media before now. That even right now you don't even really see Justin doing chiropractic, doing his practice online, not much as has. So it means that his job has not so much to do with social media. He has a physical job. He has a physical career in his brain, on his hands. Can you even compare that to content creation? He has something reliable for life. Something that can carry him for the rest of his life, with or without social media. Social media is supposed to be a side hustle, not a career. People who are on social media that are thriving, that I would say they have it both in and out of social media, are artists who have made it. Because before now, when we talk about people like Tupac, coming back to Nigeria, people like Fela, without social media, their music was known. Without social media, they were thriving. Not somebody that today, if social media shut down, their life is gone. They are finished. And you call that a career? It's side hustle. Social media is supposed to enhance you. It's supposed to add to you, not be your all and all. Fine. People can earn on social media. People can make livelihood. They can make a whole lot on social media. They can establish. They can win for life on social media. It's possible, but it still cannot be compared with someone who has something outside of social media. As much as I respect Amazing's intelligence, this is a total flop. And I'm not saying this because, yes, I support, well, they'll think, oh, because he's your favorite. No, I don't have favorites. I don't have favorites. It's not like that. But I felt like somebody like Amazing should have known better from this analysis. Even if you want to support someone. Maybe I just talk about what the Justin's flop at the beginning of this situation. I just spoke about his flops, right? Which I always do. Even when I was in a deep analysis talking about this situation, when I used to talk about it, each time Justin does something, and if I have to talk about it, I will say it. So it's not about because I'm supporting anyone here. No. But you saying that he left his own career to build someone else, I think that is so unreasonable. That is the most unreasonable thing that anyone can say, because he never left his career to build someone else. He was building her alongside his. And there's every tendency that you can try to build someone and the person gets to grow better than you. It's normal. Overtaking is allowed. But that doesn't mean you have abandoned yours. That doesn't mean that your own has died.
In his own hips on the videos too. So that if Cora could have helped him edit his hips, he could have helped her edit her hips. And if he felt.
So she should have helped him edit his hips, and he should have helped her edit his hips. Sometimes I like when people just come out plain. Yes, it's better to even come out plain than to make it look like you want to be neutral, but yet you are not. You see, people who have the insight that can see and hear, we will fish you out and we will understand your intentions. Although we all can be sarcastic, yes, in our analysis we can be sarcastic, but this sarcasm is ridiculous. Although sarcasm is always ridiculous, but then saying that, oh, she can help him edit his hips, and he can also help her to edit her hips, knowing that this is a chiropractor and not a dancer. Yes, Justin is creating content now. He's doing family content and all of that. Okay, most unique. Sorry about that. Okay. I will read your comment now, okay? Okay, one must remember, peeking through someone else's lens, you are bound to find clarity and compassion. Right, that is absolutely right. It is important to have people who are absolutely willing to say you are wrong, or who are totally different, who have a totally different perspective than you do on everything. Right. Healthy relationships are defined by trust. Clear communications and mutual respect, often described as exchange of power rather than struggle for control. Correct. Amma is a big supporter. Okay. Me, I never see her. I never saw her in that light. I never saw her in that light. Now I understand. I shouldn't have even been raising and be talking. I thought, because the way she analyzed, I see her in a some sort of neutral. I've listened to her many times in analyzing this situation, but I get it now. Social media game, the trend, the one with the majority. I get it. Thank you so much for that, because I never thought, even though I'm seeing it, I'm beginning to like, okay, this person is not really neutral. Yes, when people are neutral, you will know. Okay, I asked that question further up. Is this woman a, because it's listening to her, it sound, yes. Mel Morrow, you did ask that question. And the reason why I didn't give you a direct answer was because I also wasn't sure. And now, seeing this, I get to understand. Yes, I got to understand. But I wasn't seeing her in that light. I was seeing her as someone who is neutral. Who is neutral. Yeah. So, but now I realized that she's just being neutral to be, just not to get in trouble. Because as she said something like that, okay, she didn't want to get in trouble. Okay, it's fine. Manipulators use strong emotion like guilt, fear. Manipulators use strong emotions like guilt, fear, love, and shame to cloud clear thinking and destroying people's understanding of their history. It is the most effective way to destroy them. Yeah, most unique. To cloud their thinking, yeah. And destroying people's understanding of their history is the most effective way to destroy them. Right. Okay.
That she had edited his hips as much as she had edited his hips, then everything would be okay. You will not feel aggrieved. You will not feel cheated in some way. This is the genesis of some of the things that he was actually putting out here. He feels entitled, but you cannot be entitled to another human being. You cannot. When things crumble and the separation of assets happen, a person who...
This is not true. There's no... He feels entitled. I don't see that. I think that's not right. I don't think that is right. That's not even the cause of the problem. That's why I'm just like, that was why when I listened to this, I was like, that's not even the cause of the problem. No. Wahala. In all honesty, I never knew that she's a full supporter. Like, I didn't see her in that light. I saw her because I'm amazing. Apart from this issue, there are so many things she does personally that I like. And I see her like someone who speaks well, right? That's how I see her. But now, yeah, even me, while I was listening to this analysis, I was like, okay. Yeah, okay. Now that I know that you're but don't be doing it stylishly now. Just do it straight so that we'll know where I'll be able, so that when we see it, it will not, I won't feel nothing. You understand? Because this is someone, I feel, there's a way I feel about her, really. And that is not to say that she's entitled to support whoever she wants to support. But the reason why I took it really special was because I thought she was neutral. In all honesty, I'm being very honest, I thought that Ama is a neutral person. You know, most especially in this context, I thought she's neutral. Yeah, but yeah, some of you that know her, that have come across her, that have listened to her, now you know exactly what is going on. But one thing is, if you want me, I will come out plain. You will know who you know where I stand in a situation. I will not be beating around the bush and trying to sugarcoat, making it look like I'll just come out and speak my mind. I'm very realistic. I don't know how people are able to, like, they'll just be like, you will not even understand where they belong. Hi, God. It's only when you sit down and listen keenly that you're not going to say, no, this person. But that is not me going against her opinions, because she even though we feel like, even those, to those of you that are saying, okay, she's a full supporter, but I think she does it respectfully. And you guys know that I always say that I like constructive criticism. If you're very constructive, Ama is very constructive, very you give it to her. She's very constructive in her criticism, because I'll call it criticism now. She's criticizing Justin, saying like she can edit his hips and he also can edit her hips. That's critics. Yeah, she's very constructive and respectful with it. Yes, she's not like them, keeping it fake, keeping it delusional. Janice and the rest of the non-entities, like even that explorer, she's not like that. She's very respectful with it, and she has the right to support whoever she wants to support. This is me being very honest. She has every right, but that is not to say I will not come out and counter it. If I feel like she have said something that is not right, or that is wrong, or that is not true, I will come out and counter it if I want to. She also has the right to counter me. If I say something you feel you want to counter it, go ahead. You have every right to do that. It's a free world, but do it respectfully. That's what we're saying here, right? So now I understand, but let's continue.
It's a bona fide adult on their own is going to go off and do things. And yes, sometimes they will walk off with things you have taught them. Sometimes they will walk off with things you have given them. Especially things feeds into their mind, which is inseparable from the body. When they go with all of it. And yes, you'll be the one left behind looking at the show, getting frustrated because you were part of it and you are not part of reaping the results. There's a lesson there. There's a lesson there for a lot of people.
Because you were part of it and you are not part of reaping the results. This is one thing that really get me. I feel somehow about it when you feel like, okay, this person is actually wanting to okay, not part of it and not part of reaping the results. You think he doesn't know? He was the one that declared this whole thing. He was the one that came online and said, I'm done. So if there's a result that he wants to reap, you think he will not be smart enough to keep enduring and pretend so he can reap those results? You think he's stupid not to know that, oh, I've invested so much on this person, let me not go and announce divorce, let me endure whatever is going on? You think he's stupid? He was the one that made the moves. He was the one that declared. He was the one that went out there and said, I'm done. So you're trying to tell him now that he didn't know he has invested enough for him to endure to reap those things before calling it quits? But we dey use our sense now, even when we're supporting someone, you know. Anyways, okay, thanks, Angel. She just sounded like a Korean. I have never heard of this lady till now. Yes, she sounded like one, but even if she is, she's not a full-time. You get what I'm trying to say? She's not a full-time, because it's not every time. Once in a while she will talk about it. Once in a while. Most times that I've seen her, she will come and say, oh, Justin's fans. At this point, I'm even beginning to doubt. I don't think any Justin fans approach you. You just want to come and say this. Just be plain. I don't think any Justin fans came and told you about he built her. Because this whole situation has gone beyond that. We are over that already. This situation is over. Like, this building or no building, someone built someone. With, like, that has been long done. Like, nobody is talking about that now. But you just think of a topic in your head and you came out and say Justin fans approach you. I beg, when you are saying all of these things, show us evidence. You can cancel the name of the person if you don't want the person to feel bad. Maybe they inbox you. You can cancel the name of the person and give us. Even if I say this now, somebody can go and use another handle to send themselves a message and come and say, oh, a fan send me this message. We know all of these things. Please, if you have an opinion about something, come out and say it, instead of you coming out to say, oh, Justin fans approached me and talked to me and said he made his ex. I beg, if you want to come out and talk, come out and talk. People claiming to be too integrity. You know, you want to show integrity, and then you want to make it look like, oh, this was not your opinion. Someone approached you. Anytime she wants to talk about this situation, she will say, oh, someone contacted her. Someone inboxed her. And now she wants to talk about it. But I beg, leave that level now. Now that's not where I know. Come on now. Haba. Stop it. If you want to talk about it, come out and talk about it. Stop coming here to tell us that, oh, someone inboxed you. Justin fans inbox you and said he made her. What kind of talk is that? You don't need to do that. You feel like talking. Even if Justin fan approach you and say he made her, you don't need. It's not the reason. You just want to come out and talk. Come out and talk. You don't need to make reference. Someone approach you, and that's the reason why you are talking. Come on, talk for yourself. Not based on what people approach you about. You want to talk, come out and talk. Anyways.
If you ever want a guy to walk away from you and not ever be able to forget you, this is your textbook. Your textbook story is to just knuckle down and just.
If you ever want a guy, if a guy ever walked away from you, and you don't ever want him to forget about you, just go ahead and win. Go ahead and succeed.
Make sure that you win after the person leaves you behind. If this girl had gone bankrupt,
make sure that you win after the person leaves you behind. That way, they will never leave you. That way, they will never be able to move on. That way, you will pepper them.
If this girl had not been able to rent a house, if this girl had not bought a house, if this girl had not got her act together, if these guys were poor, the story would have heard. Poor Africans profiteering from a green card, begging to become this.
If this girl hadn't bought a house, if this girl had gone bankrupt, if this girl has done this, oh, what would have here is, I beg, if you want to support, like some of us, we do it with our full chest, even though we still speak the truth. No matter how much you think, some people will be like, okay, is there nothing that some people does that is good? Oh, you are talking about her, you're talking about this, you're talking about that. Does it mean that the person is bad? But the thing is, you hardly see anything good that you talk about. Sometimes I'm looking for something good. I find it difficult. That's why. If not, I'm a kind of person that calls. If I see you do good, no matter what you and I have, I will still say it. So it is sometimes it's good to branch and listen to other people. Then you'll be able to understand some certain things. If I haven't analyzed this situation, I'm amazing tonight. I wouldn't have. Now that I've understood her stance, but I used to thought I thought she's a neutral person. Really, honestly, that's why I'm taking her seriously, and that's why I'm analyzing her. If not, I will not. I won't. I will not though. If I know she's no. But I thought she's a neutral person. Really, I thought she's neutral because the way she analyzes, she's like this, corny. She'll just be, you know. And you see such people, fear them. Ah, God, we that are just very blunt like this, we'll just say it as it is. But you see this, all these people that are like this. Hey, okay. Miss West said, I don't know who she is, but Angel, the whole time you've been talking, I was saying the same thing. Nobody inbox her. They will do anything for it. It's true. It's true. My queen, Miss West. Wallahi, nobody. No, it's not that I'm even on trying to I'm just getting to understand it. Because when I was listening, I'm like, okay. And I've heard her analyze and talk about this situation sometimes. She'll just be, you just don't get, why can't you be straightforward? Hit the nail for the head. Just go straight. Stop all this. Hey, God. And now I'm beginning to feel differently. Because I like people who are very straightforward. I'm not saying you should be disrespectful. And I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying that. But make it clear. Make it clear. I hate calling. I don't like when people, I don't want to use the word hate because I like Amma somehow. Some of the things, apart from this particular thing, this program, this thing, there are so many things she does that I like. So, but I find it very difficult to dwell with someone who is unrealistic. I'm a realist to the core. When you're talking about fanaticism, there are people who are religiously fanatics. I'm not. But being realistic, I'm a fanatic to reality. I don't like it when people are like this. If you are like this, don't come near me. No matter who you are, no matter what you have, don't even come. If you know you are not a straightforward person, don't come. I don't want to see you. I don't even need you in my life for anything. I don't even want to be seeing you. If I come across you on my social media, this thing, I will just, I don't know, I'll block you. I will stop. I don't want to see you anymore because I like people who are very straightforward. And that is why I love Very Dark Man. I love Very Dark Man because even if he's making some errors, some mistakes in his some of the things that he does, not so much though, but that young man is fucking realistic. That's what I love. See, even if you're making mistakes, let me see that in your mistakes, you are realistic with it. You're just making mistakes. But when you are intentionally being unrealistic, you are like this. But you're pretending like you don't know. I don't want to see you. I don't even want to smell you. No, even if you are Elon Musk, I don't want to see you, and I don't want to have anything to do with an unrealistic person. I didn't realize all of this when I was listening. Even as I started the analysis, I didn't. I was still saying that, okay, maybe, but at some point I got to realize that, no, I beg, this person is just being punished. But she's doing it with respect, and she's just being she's very constructive with it, and I will give her that much. I will give her that much. Yes. So yes, most unique. She said this is just like some people who put wish list out there or put their cash apps out there, and because they don't want to seem like they're begging, they will always say somebody asked me eggs. Most unique. Ah, God, your your illustration is sweet. Yes, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Be very straightforward with whatever it is that you're doing, and it will be more better, much more better, instead of being like this. I don't like that. Okay. Okay.
To do this, yeah, we would have heard so many things from them. If there is anything I can say to you, whatever the situation in your life is, especially if somebody walks off and leaves you behind, you go and make sure that you kick ass. Go kick ass. Kick it. Kick it so hard that the person who has left you behind also keeps turning behind to look at you. In fact, if the person is
The person who have left you behind, make sure that he keeps standing behind, looking at you. You know?
behind, storm right ahead and go forward. That is the classic case of it. So this guy was here. I'm confused. I watched the video, and if I hadn't seen the video myself, I would not have believed some of the things people were saying. And even after watching the video, I'm confused. So those of you who understand better, please explain to me. So this guy has left her marriage. This guy says the girl is not good. Yada yada yada. Okay. He's moved on. Okay. He's earning his money. He went to rent himself a nice apartment, and after that, a lot of his people were dragging her. So she went and bought a house, and after that, a lot of her people were dragging him. Okay. If you ever, her people were dragged.
A lot of her people, a lot of his people were dragging her. A lot of her people were dragging him. Why not a lot of her people were dragging him and a lot of his people were dragging her? Because that's the situation. That's the situation. But when people want to twist things, they will make it look like vice versa.
I gave him. Okay, I get it. There's been a lot of dragging that has happened. Fair enough. What confuses me is that they've gone to court and the marriage is actually now fully resolved. It's done. There was a divorce and there was even a top-up payment to the guy of $50,000, if I remember.
You see, a top-up payment of $50,000. Come on, Amma. Are you going now? In this place, she's making it look like she did not understand what the payment was for, and she's making it look like, oh, the payment was for the divorce settlement. Hey, why are people like this? Like, you don't know what the money was meant for. Why? You also want to paint it to make it look like it's for the divorce settlement. Hey, why on a day like this now? You know why? You know what that money was meant for. But at this point now, she was like, oh, I don't even know. I don't. Okay, let me play it.
Let's some of these things are not right. Me, I only go with what's in the public domain.
Okay.
But there was mention of a $50,000 payment to this guy.
So at this point, she was trying to make it look like, okay, there was a payment of $50,000. I didn't even know, I don't really watch too much. Now she's trying to make it look like, oh, she didn't have much information because she knows that that money is not really for the divorce payment. It was from something. You all know what it was from. So she knows, but she didn't want to mention that to justify him. She still wants to keep the narrative of what it was said that it was meant for. If you want to be neutral, you need to be... Anybody that wants to be neutral will have to be 100% unbiased. You cannot be biased in a judgment and you're claiming to be neutral, because that's what she's doing. Amma is trying to make it look like she's neutral.
Even out their earnings during the divorce proceedings. Okay. So again, I am confused. Why is it that this same person who's walked off, who has had a $50,000 payment from somebody?
Can you imagine?
And
This person who has had a $50,000 payment, like you don't know what the payment was for. Like you don't know that it was meant from something that they did from. Me, I don't know why I'm feeling the way I feel, because I followed Amma on a different context, not this. I didn't even know, like, on a different thing that she does, that I followed her. So when I saw her talking about this at first, that was when she started talking about this, I was still trying to like see her on a neutral line. Not until I heard this, I saw this just this morning. I'm like, okay, is this person really neutral about this? I began to see errors in the analysis. I said, okay, I'm going to analyze this. But now I fully understand. I understand now. So she's completely, I'm done. When it comes this matter with Amma, I'm not gonna. In fact, when I see her talking about it, I'll just skip, and I already know where she stands. I know that this person. I like to listen to people who are neutral on this matter. Yes, and I like to even hear them flog whoever in the middle between the two. That's what I want to give them their faults, both. That was the light I was seeing Amma. Not until 9 I got to realize that no.
$50,000 payment will be part of the $2 million we are discussing. I'm very sure. Some of the monies that were supposed to be paid at some point, I even heard that she was supposed to have covered some of.
Yeah. You see, let me tell you, I'm done with that. I'm done with that video. Now let me tell you guys something, right? There's a way you will see some people. Maybe due to some certain things that they put out, the way they present themselves, the way they talk, the way they do things, you will just have a different opinion about them. And so when you see them doing some certain things, you'll be like, whoa. Because you're seeing them in a different light. I respect Amma a lot. There's a way I see Amma. I don't know how to even, like, I don't know where to place it. I don't know how to even explain how I see her. Because when I met her, when I saw her online, it wasn't based on this issue. I don't know if you guys understand. It was based on something else that she was doing that I truly, truly liked. I loved what she was doing that made me to like start watching her and start seeing some of the things that she does. Not this. So I see her on a different light. And I also see Amma as someone who will be very realistic. That's how I see it. I don't know how to explain this thing like in my head. And this is not me judging her. And this is not me saying that like she have to be in that light where I see her, or she have to be that thing that I have in my head. No, she cannot be who I think her to be or who I want her to be. Right? But then I like hearing her being like this now and not being realistic. Maybe to me, maybe to herself she's being realistic. Maybe, I don't know. But then it is what it is, right? So let me read your remaining comments. Well, the point of the guy walking away from you, it means that he is trying to forget about it. Exactly, my darling. People who offer amateur, unsolicited, or superficial psychological analysis often focus on the tendency to misdiagnose the temperature, to simplify complex behaviors, and they often unhelpful. I get that. I get that, most unique. I get that. It's beginning to make sense now. Yeah. And this is not a slight at you, Angel, my dear. It is a general observation of certain people. I understand. I understand, most unique. I totally understand that. A lot of relationships are not meant to last. They are meant to help you grow within yourself. True. Absolutely true. Let me read that out. A lot of relationships are not meant to last. They are meant to help you grow within yourself as a person. Any relationship that finishes, then it should help you learn insights about yourself. True. Yes. Like I always say, whatever did not buy you should make you stronger and better. Absolutely right. Unfortunately, with a complex ex couple in LA, they are both emotionally immature and look for validation from complete strangers on daily basis. Yeah. Yes. Anyways, it is what it is. I just got to see this today, and this is fresh. She just did this. You just come up with topic and start saying someone inbox you. She does that. Like I've seen her. Someone was calling my attention. They were asking me, Amma, what is your opinion on this? What is your opinion on that? Okay, I decided to come out and I don't even know how to. I'll just come out and say what I want to say. I'll just come out and tell if I feel something, I come out and say it. Which one is someone inbox me and now I want to talk. Hey, no now. So if they didn't inbox you, you will not know what to say. You're not seeing the situation. If they didn't come and ask for your opinion, you don't have an opinion. So if somebody did not ask for your opinion, you don't have an opinion. Is that what you're saying? Because this matter is in front of you. You are aware of it. You know about it. No matter how you try to go, I don't watch him. I don't watch an ally. If you talk about it once, you know about it. So you don't need anybody to come and start asking you, inboxing you and asking you before you talk about it. Come on, man. We are all adults. No can stop to play with our brain. Maybe if una followers no get brain, we will get. I will listen to you. But to be honest with you, I didn't see Amma in that light until now that I understand that, okay, well, she will be like, I know if she get to hear me, if she happen to hear me, she'll be like, well, that's your own opinion. That's I respect that. But I will just analyze it the way I see it. My own opinion too. After all, you're out there and you do content, you do things and you put things out. And this is my opinion about what you have to say about your opinion. This is my own opinion. But you are very constructive in your criticism, which is okay. All right, respect. And this is where we are going to draw the line tonight and call it a day. Right? We've been here for like 3 hours now. And it's been fun analyzing. This woman that is on the audio clips seems to have the same mindset as keeping it delusional. She's only picking the part that she feels people want to hear her say. That's unrealistic. Absolutely right, my queen. I'm going to read that comment again. You most unique. She said this woman that is on that audio seems to have the same mindset as keeping it delusional. True. She's only picking the parts that she feels people want to hear her say. And that is unrealistic. That's why I told you. You see me? Anybody that is not realistic, No matter what I feel for you, but the moment I realize that you are not a realistic person, the way I will just distance you, because you and I cannot, we will not be able to blend. You will do things that will, no matter what you do that I like. If I see the ones that you do that are I don't like people who are unrealistic. I just feel like whatever you want to do, even if you're going to make mistakes, even when you're making mistakes, be realistic with your mistakes. I can even see when you're making mistakes, when it's not intentional. I can see it. Yeah, a lot of people can see. You will know when this person is making a mistake, but by being, just it brings views and lives. True. Mel Morrow, my SpongeBob. That's just what it is. The one with the majority. That's what I see here. That's what it is. The one with the majority. That is it. And I'm sorry, but these people who keeps harping on about payments of dollars that was given to both individuals in the past should not be relevant today. Exactly. We all know what that money was meant for. It wasn't a divorce settlement as it was said. That's not what it was. Everyone knows what it was. You know, she knows what it was. Amma knows what it was. But she wants to run with the narratives that was put out there. And that's why I say no. You're not being realistic, man. You're constructive, but you're constructive with your unrealisticness. She is constructive with her unrealisticness. It's as simple as it is. So basically that is it. My angels, permit me to move now. It's been a while that we've been talking. If I have time on Saturday, we will come out. We didn't do our a night with Angel, after dark with Angel. After dark with Angel, we didn't do it again. I mean, we didn't do it last week. This week we I think maybe we might do it. I'll put out a notification about that if we're going to do it. But I want us to talk about Mercy Johnson, who got Angela Okore arrested based on defamation. And you guys know that I have been through that and I'm still going through it. And so I want to say something as regarding that, So probably I think we'll just do that on Saturday instead of the After Dark with Angel, right? And then we'll push After Dark with Angel for the next Saturday instead of this one. I really want to talk about that because it has a lot to do with my experience, what Angela Okore is going through or has been through, what happened to her. It's very similar to how it happened to me. So I want to talk about it, right? So maybe we'll do that next Saturday. All right. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you that joined me tonight. I might not be able to call all your names, but I want you to know that I'm very, very grateful for coming around. Jacqueline Conyers, thank you so much. The president, thank you so much. Cheryl, thank you. Lona, thank you so much. Mary Jackson, thank you for joining me tonight. Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Vivian Abiedu, thank you. It's so good to see you. And who else do I have here? Let's see. Okay. Ever Love, thank you. I've seen Elizabeth here on my show. Thank you for joining me tonight. Jean, thank you so much. Who else do we have here? Okay. Vanessa Harris, Mel Morrow, my SpongeBob queen. Richard, thank you for joining. Okay. Ave Town, thank you. Most unique, my angel. Thank you, Chiku. Thank you, my queen, for joining me tonight. Miss West, thank you for joining. Okay. Who else do we have here? I think I've mentioned. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Iris, you're just coming in. Late. You pay fine. You pay fine, though. So thank you so much. Until I come again on Saturday, please do enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, I love you. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye.